His brother is a priest, and his brother has argued that he ought to step down due to his health. And frankly, this VatiLeaks scandal that's going on in Rome right now can't possibly be helping his physical condition. It's got to be wearing on him. And then even the Vatican's official newspaper, the El Romano Observatory, stated a while back that the College of Cardinals are already preparing for the next conclave that will elect Benedict's successor. So I think everybody knows that it's just a matter of time. He is getting older, and not everybody at 85 years of age is a spring chicken anymore.
Sure.
And so I think the writing's on the wall.
If he, the next pope, becomes the last pope, what happens after that then, Tom?
Well, according to the prophecy of the popes, this pope is the one who will oversee the Romanism, the Roman Catholic Church, during the Great Tribulation period. And then at the end of that, that's it. That's the end. Rome.
End of what?
It's the end of a dispensation if you're a dispensationalist. It is the end of time as we know it today, in the sense that he says, following that point in time, the great and terrible, the fearsome judge will judge his people. Well, in Christianity and in Catholicism, that means the return of Jesus Christ and the judgment throne of Christ, according to that dogma.
Are we talking about end times?
Yeah, we're definitely talking about end times prophecy. And I, by the way, among the scholars of the implications of just the year 2012, which not as many people are talking about right now, but this is the year, right? I mean, we're here. We're going to find out this year if a lot of what everybody's been saying about the year 2012 is real, and more than a few of them over the last decade were pointing to the prophecy of St. Malachi having to do with the last pope, whose coming ends in the destruction of Rome. And by the way, some non-Catholic prophecies also for hundreds of years have looked forward to a particular date in which Rome will be destroyed. I found this to be so ironic. When we started doing this research, did you know that we found something like 24 Christian scholars who had written in the 1700s, the 1800s, and some in the 1600s, looking forward into the future about when would the city of Rome be destroyed, and when would the false prophet appear, and when would the Antichrist appear. And believe it or not, they set the year for 2012. We were absolutely knocked off our seat by including some very famous people. Jonathan Edwards, one of the leading preachers in the great revival, if you will, in early American history, 300 years ago, speculating when would Rome be destroyed and when would the end of time appear, and he sets it in the year 2012. And we can go over a bunch of those if you want to, but the whole point was some believers in this prophecy, including some of the Catholic seers, believe that the title Petrus Romanus, or Peter the Roman, is symbolic in that it means this is the Pope who is going to work to restore pre-Vatican II authority, and as a result is going to become an anti-pope or the false prophet who helps give rise to the Antichrist.
Now, does this Pope, whoever it may be, know that he is going to be the one to be doing this?
Well, that's something I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Whether he's aware of what he's doing. Well, he most likely is certainly aware of the prophecy of the popes. This was another thing we found out.
I mean, it's got to be all over the Vatican.
It's all over the Vatican. Well, first of all, the prophecy of the popes was hidden in the Vatican archives for almost 500 years. And we uncovered a great deal of information that illustrated that this prophecy was significant, at least to some of the members of the Vatican government, the Curia, in that different ones tried to position themselves to be a fulfillment of the prophecy. In other words, after studying the prophecy of the popes, first of all, we determined that part of the prophecy might be a forgery. something that was fabricated in the late 16th century, but it was fabricated because someone inside the College of Cardinals was trying to promote a particular cardinal that they wanted to be elected as pope. In fact, his name was Simon Selly.